Alright guys, so the topic came up over on the Patreon site regarding closed fist punches versus open hand strikes, and in the midst of the conversation we had another question come up regarding the snap on the punch, and this is something that I've kind of talked about in previous videos but I didn't really get into in great detail, so I wanted to take a minute and go into that. Also, just to let you guys know, there's a lot of content over on the Patreon site. It's patreon.com/Redbeard Combatives. There's a lot of content on there that is not paid. So you guys who are interested in this subject or are interested in participating in some of these discussions, you do not have to be a paid member at Patreon to come over and view some of this. Sometimes I put written content up there. Sometimes I put free videos up there. Sometimes I might even share somebody else's videos because I'm not looking to take credit for what it is that they did just by me mimicking their video. So I'll post their video up there and I'll put it free so that I'm not actually trying to collect money on somebody else's intellectual property. But the idea being is that I have a lot of content over there that you guys can share and participate in, and it's free. So you guys check that out. Now, there's two kinds of punches that we know about, or that we're going to talk about, and that's the push punch and the snap. The snap is the one that is going to actually generate the most amount of power. The push, it's going to feel, you see this a lot in beginners, and it's going to feel like you're actually putting a great deal of force down on that target. But in reality, you're not. You're actually losing momentum. And we know that energy is generated from mass times velocity squared. That velocity is the speed of your punch. So whenever you get in there and you try and just mash and push into the target with just pure body weight and just sheer push force, you're actually losing velocity because you've got muscles that are working against each other. Instead, what you want to do is you're looking to get a snap. So I'm looking to fire my punch and have it come back. Now here's the misconception. The misconception is that I'm going to fire my punch and jerk it back. And that's not correct either. I'm not looking to and then try and jerk back to my face. What I'm looking to do is I'm looking to literally relax my arms. I'm going to come out and I'm looking for my impact to be just before lockout of my arm. Ideally, what I want to do is I want to hit lockout or I want to hit impact and then be able to push 1 inch in. Now this is just a principle that I learned early on, way back in Taekwondo days and boxing and stuff like that growing up. So if my point of impact is here, I want to actually be able to snap that punch 1 inch inside that target. So I want to be able to drive in 1 inch, but that's about it. I'm not looking to just come in surface contact. I'm looking to actually hit and come back, pushing in 1 inch. So some people may disagree, but this is the principle that I was taught and it's always worked well for me. Now, a good analogy of how to throw, or the difference rather, between a push punch and a snap punch is to just simply take a towel. Notice that it's nice and loose, it's relaxed, no problem. And what I'm going to get is right at the end, I'm going to get that snap because I'm going out, and once that towel gets to extension, what happens is that tip actually speeds up. So I'm looking for that same principle here. Once I get to extension, that I'm bouncing off the bag and I'm looking to come back to my face. The difference is that if I take a push punch and I wound this up the same way and I'm just the same amount of force, but I'm just whipping it, okay? Same mass, same velocity. The difference is that because I'm snapping it, that velocity actually increases quite a great deal. So the difference between a push and a snap punch. Now when you throw your snap punch, what you need to do is arms are nice and relaxed. Elbows are in front. I'm looking to cover my vitals as much as possible. So I'm going to stay nice and relaxed in here. I'm going to tuck my chin slightly, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hands in the fisted position, but I'm not looking to grip in tight. Any sort of grip that I put on, you're going to notice that your forearms will get nice and pumped and tight and stuff, and that's going to slow you down. Remember the towel. I want to be nice and loose. So I want to be nice and loose in here. From here, I'm looking to come out, and I want that point of impact to be just before I get to lockout. So I'm coming here, and I'm punching, and right about here, I'm looking to impact. I lock through, and then I bounce off the bag, and I come back. So that's the principle of a push punch. So if we go here, it just looks like this. And I'm not throwing extremely hard or anything like that. I'm doing this very relaxed, and this is how you're going to start to build up the technique. It's relaxed, tense, relax. Relax, tense, relax, okay? So give that a try, practice that. You really need to have some sort of a bag of some kind. Usually a heavy bag is a little bit better than these types of bags I'm using here, but a good heavy bag is a good way to practice this technique. And you're not looking to push that bag and to move it all around. What you're looking for is you're looking to make that impact right before lockout. And that's the idea of a snap punch. All right, you guys train hard.